Good morning. Today is my second full day in Wrocław, and today I am planning on hitting up a bunch of museums, and there is this panoramic painting that I want to go check out, so hopefully that will be fun. It is a little bit more rainy and dreary today, or at least it's supposed to be. It's fine right now, it's just a little bit cloudy, but it's supposed to rain, so this should be nice, like rainy day activity. But before I go and do that, I'm going to go to Zapka to get a water because I'm really thirsty, and I'm going to a cute cafe. So come along with me if you want. And so off I went to the Appalachia cafe, deciding to take a scenic walk as opposed to taking the tram because the sights were supposedly very beautiful on this walk. Or at least as soon as I got out of the little area near where I was staying, which was still pretty cool, by the way. For some reason, it has been very busy today, just like in general. I have no clue why, but like, slay, I guess. And yeah, also, the water I got was a sparkling water, which I did not know about until just now. But I've gotten used to it and it tastes good. I could just be dehydrated. After strolling through Cathedral Island, which isn't an island, for the first time that day, I made my way to one of the postcard destinations of Wrocław, the Mostumski, or the Tumski Bridge, which was probably one of the most photographed parts of the city, and it was pretty cute. I also got to see another dwarf, which if you haven't seen my last video, this city, Wrocław, is full of these little guys. Anyway, here is past MJ with something super insightful to say, as always. There are too many tourists. I say it being full well a tourist myself. But like, I should be the only tourist, I fear. That was pretty cool. I think I'm on Cathedral Island right now. That's slay. We are slaying. I am still trying to get something to eat right now. Yeah, there was a huge tourist group and everything like that. Also, if there's somebody like playing something or something like that for you and you like take a video of them, you should tip them, methinks. I tipped them 2 zloty, which isn't that much, but I still think that you should do something because you're like A, filming them, and B, they're adding to the environment and everything, and they're not working. I don't know. What is your take on that? Bye. After getting a little bit lost and hangry, I found myself near the university, and most importantly, the Appalachia cafe. I am so hungry. I think I should have taken a tram. LOL. Also, it is starting to rain a lot. Where I got a good tea and this divine salmon pancake. It had a rim of salad and like an eggs benedict type situation with a poached egg and hollandaise sauce. It looked so cute and it was delish. It cured me of my hunger or whatever shittiness I was feeling. My skin was clear, my crops were watered. It was just so good. It was genuinely so good. I dream about that breakfast. I then walked across the street to the Museum of the University of Wrocław, which displayed parts of the old University of Wrocław, the Akademia Leopoldina, which was established in the 15th century. In the first room you walk into, the oratorium, I have very little words for, besides just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I just sat there and I stared for like 45 minutes. It was just awe-inspiring. The next room was a little less cool, but it was still interesting. The next exhibit was about German colonialization and how the university participated in it, as Wrocław was a former German city called Breslau. Coming from America, it felt so weird to see how displayed these things were, how they actually talked about the sins of their past as opposed to trying to cover it up, which is very relevant now. They talked about the exploitation that museums, archaeology, and sociology had taken under the Germans, and just in general. One of the things that really stuck out to me was how they would exclusively take more masculine artifacts from the matriarchal societies in Africa, so that, quote, the dominant voices of women were effectively silenced in confrontation with the collectors, unquote, and how they did this to show a more savage society. Says the Germans. I don't know how to segue from that, so here's me walking on to the next room. The Ola Leopoldina was also extremely breathtaking. From there, I climbed the mathematical tower. With a lucky break in the rain, I was able to see the city from above yet again. Slightly more cloudy, but still very aesthetic. Also, I got to talk to another human person, which was really cool. Apparently, I look like I take really good photos. I was using my big camera and my other camera. I don't know if that's true, so he asked me if I could take a photo of him for his mom. I said, of course, and we exchanged that, and it was just really nice. We love small human interactions whenever we are super lonely. Then I said goodbye to the museum. I saw another dwarf on the way to the City Museum of Wrocław, and I also realized how hungry I was from the last museum, so I stopped at Setka, which was this really nice place for traditional Polish food, and the waitress was just so lovely. Big shout out to her. I got a forest lemonade, which had a bunch of different fruits in it, and a dish I'd been wanting to try called bigos. Bigos is a stew with meat, cabbage, sauerkraut, plums, and red wine in it. It was just so good and so hearty, and it came with a great piece of bread as well. That was absolutely delicious. The waitress was really nice, even though I was probably just acting like a complete tourist. But the food was really good. I got the bigos. It was just amazing. Now on my way to the museum, which I think is right here? Question mark? We shall see. It was! The City Museum of Wrocław was really cool, especially after doing some studying of the city earlier in the summer, specifically with reading Microcosm, Portrait of a Central European City by Norman Davies. It was interesting to see actual artifacts and photographs, along with seeing my old friends and foes. I didn't film all that much here, despite it being very empty. I used to rule the world. Also, the museum only had a tiny bit about solidarity and nothing on the other movements that dispelled communism, which I was a tiny bit annoyed by, but overall it was a solid museum, and Wrocław has such a large and detailed history that I kind of understand it. Afterwards, I went to the Hala Targowa, a market hall that reminded me of Budapest's Central Market, just smaller. It was also a lot less touristy, with only one stall catered to tourists. I also got these little mushroom guys that I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but they were so good. Just got back from the market. It was really cute. I really liked those little mushroom thingies. I forgot what they're called, and I don't think I even... But yeah, and now I am on the way to the Wrocławski Panorama, perchance. I do not know how to pronounce, but it's like this 360 art piece, and I don't know how much I'll be able to like film or anything like that. I might take a photo or two, but yeah, I will let you know how that goes. It's like, I think 6 minutes away from where I am, and I walk pretty fast, so let's go. Look at that, barely a second passed and there I was. It was a pretty cool building on the outside, and once I got my ticket, I had to wait like 30 minutes before the next showing of the exhibit because there was an audio guide that went along with it, but it was really cool. 360, when you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. When you're in the party, bumping that beat. 666 with a princess streak. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia. I am currently outside of some government building, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. It's kind of really nice where I am right now. Here's kind of the view that I'm seeing. I don't know if this is actually getting me in the shot. This is really cool. I don't know if I should go back to my hostel and then just relax and stuff like that, or and then go and get something to eat, or if I should go get something to eat now, but I'm not particularly hungry, but just kind of get all of the traveling stuff out of my way and just like stay in the hostel for the rest of the night. And yeah, the panorama thing was so beautiful. I had genuinely such an interesting time and everything like that, and yeah, it just, I couldn't really capture it on camera. It's very difficult to do because it was like 3D and everything, but yeah, I'm feeling really good. Like, I feel as if this day has kind of had like ups and downs. Like, I've been mainly because of dehydrated and tired, but like, I got to see some really cool shit today. Some really amazing art, genuinely, and learn some very interesting things. So yeah, I'm trying to look at it more positively and everything like that. Obviously, I'm in Poland right now, which is literally like a dream come true. And yeah, so it's still, there's still a smidgen of it not feeling real, but it feels a lot more real than whenever I first came in. Completely like just like disassociated and feeling weird and everything. But yeah, cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I think since I'm already out, I might as well stay out. I might see if there's anything to do on that island over there. I don't know if this audio is picking up at all, but like, because there's the island there, and like I know that there is, so we're just vlogging myself, but I know that there's like a little lamplighter that comes by and everything, so we'll see. I found myself at another scenic spot on the Oder River and tried to figure out what to do as tiredness and just like generalized depression began to set in. That I've been dealing with for a while now, and being alone in a foreign country, running around everywhere didn't really help with that. And also guilt kind of sat on top of that, and just guilt from being sad in Poland while my family was happy in North Carolina or wishing that they were here with me. With all of that, the weather sort of followed my mood, which was poetic, I guess. Look at all these pigeons, or look at all these chickens. Hello, it seems as if I've just kind of done a loop and am going back the same way I was before, because that is where I started my day with, and everything that cathedral from earlier. I am going to get some pierogies at a place called Pierogi-Vro. Pierogi-Vro? I think it's VRO. So yeah, I'm gonna go there, and then there's a lamplighter that's supposed to come at around 8ish, so I'm gonna hopefully chill there for a bit, get some pierogies, chill, look at a lamplighter, go back to my hostel, die, sleep. Dwarf. Pierogies. They were good.
Crazy! Crazy!
After crying, a phone call with my folks, and blasting ska, I was ready to stalk an old man, and I was so hyped about it. I was so afraid that I was gonna miss it because it started 10 minutes ago, but I didn't. And so I'm gonna be following him with another flock of tourists. We love stalking somebody at their day job, or night job, I guess. Blowjob. The old man I was stalking was the lamplighter of Wrocław. Since 1846, lamplighters have been manually turning on the lamps of Wrocław, and as the rest of the city modernized in the 60s, Cathedral Island kept up this tradition. So every night at sunset, he goes around this area and lights 102 gas lamps, usually followed by creeps like me, though I'm not the weirdest person because someone posted his car online. What the fuck? WTF? He also snuffs out the lights in the morning. I love how we're just all stalking. Okay. Dog. The lamplighter of Wrocław is very unique to this city in particular, as only one other city in Europe continues on this tradition, that one being Zagreb. Anyway, it was really cool. Disassociated. But it was a really good excuse to wander around the city at night and see some really pretty sights. Update, I was too busy looking at this view, and I have lost the old man that I was stalking, and I do not know where he went. LOL. My personal theory is that he disappeared in the middle of the night in a poof of smoke. This was the most fun I've ever had, stalking an old man, which is something I don't do regularly. And you shouldn't either. Don't stalk old men, especially while they're doing their job. But like, at least he's getting paid for it, so there's that. I have no clue what I'm gonna do now, but I think I'm going to sign off. This might be my last vlog from Poland, but we shall see. Tschüss. I love how I ended it with tschüss, even though tschüss is fucking German. Was ist auf Wiedersehen in Polnisch? Das Vidania. Das Vidania, suka. Das Vidania, my loyal viewers who I love so much. That also wasn't Polish, it was Russian. I do not know what I was thinking. It was Russian, and I know that word before, and I knew it beforehand. It's do widzenia, Polish, Kerwa. Next time on MJM Pictures.
And then the dolphin dies, and then we save the wreck because dolphins deserve the pain.